Welcome everybody, this is game 1, Adamas and Widdowson against Ithian and Haviland Tough, Legion In-House League Week 2, last game of Group B, and with me is Penny as my co-caster. Thank you for being here.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me, mate. Excited, this should be a good one.
This is going to be a good one, for sure, and it will be deciding whether Adamas and Widdowson, the Banana Boys, are able to climb rank 1 in Group B. Well, at least for the moment.
Yeah.
So
a couple of really aggressive spells here with the attack and the overwork.
Yeah, but
Sacrifice is a perfect counter to both of those. So
exactly what I wanted to say. Sacrifice is just countering them so hard, and if you're having the right units to do so, I think you're in a really good spot. Oh, and I do like the rolls so far from Widdowson and Adamas, both having the steeds, and they're having multiple choices to use them. I'm a little bit sad that Widdowson did not go for the gates here, because I really think that steed gate is strong again.
Oh, for sure, it really is very good. He has got his priestess though.
Absolutely, but as we already said, if there's the long 7 save coming and they're already looking like a 3-7 league with the Atom, the Steed, and on the other side the Assyria, it might really get hard for them.
Yeah, agreed. And Adams does have a Badger and Serpent, so he's not awful on 7. In fact, he's pretty good.
But still,
it just depends on the size of the Send, right? Because if you're getting a Mimic, you're leaking hard.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other side, I really do like the role of Ithian. Varg role, a lot of mid-game concentrated with this. Varg, Violet, Infiltrated. This is kind of already covering any wave, more or less, if you now have any source of Arcane, which he has with the Gargoyles, which is kind of the worst you can have in that situation.
Yeah, I was just saying, we were talking about wave 7. Ithian has no chance of holding wave 7.
No, absolutely not. Well, there's a tiny chance he's able to get out the alpha male and not receiving the 2 or 3 brutes, and he might do good there, but I think he will still leak in all the other cases, and even in this case he might be leaking.
Yeah, so we were talking about Ithian and Javi winning a game on 7, as they like to do with their Gambit play.
Yeah.
But it could easily backfire and they could lose themselves on that wave.
And it's absolutely interesting that we had no sense so far, so there was no king ups on 1, which is usually a thing you see in almost any game, because there's a lot of aggression going on in high elo play. And there's almost everybody besides Widdowson staying on 4 worker playing this passive. I think they really respect each other.
And Widdowson absolutely fine here because he's only receiving a lizard. If this was a brute, if Javi had skipped income to send the brute, he should leak him pretty well here. Yeah,
and the thing is, now going for the lizard against Widdowson will allow him to push even another worker, because the pressure for next wave is almost gone.
And you think of wave 4 as being Priestess's weakness, which it is, but he has the bows and the consort, so he's really strong there.
Absolutely, I'm 100% with you. It's a little bit laggy for me. Is it lagging for you as well a little bit?
I'm getting a bit of lag over Discord, so I think it might be,
my
your internet then, rather than the game.
Yeah, I've closed all tabs, so let's hope it's gone now. And on the other hand side, for example, we see the Xarku 3 Fire Archer opener. This is like,
which is his favorite build, his
absolutely
baby. The build he created and then just splashed all over Discord because he's so proud of it.
Yes, but nobody will agree that this is his choice. I'm pretty sure Ithian was the first to invent this.
I think if you ask either of them, they'll both say they invented it.
Well, let's see. There was no leak so far. Everybody's looking really calm. Xarku now going for the 7 worker. This is a key thing of his strategy. He's able to push hard, but the thing is, I think he only received 40 so far, so I think 7 workers is really greedy in his position.
The Priestess, it was so close. It was on about 10 HP,
I didn't see
and it just got its spell off in time.
Oh, Widdowson is just the king of placing his Priestess right. This is so amazing. I really have to copy that a little bit, because this is just wonderful what he does there with this unit. He's just mastered it so hard.
He just plays it on a different level to everybody else in the game.
Like, it just feels like he lives with it. there's
Back when Wedderson used to stream all the time, I used to watch, and I think I learned a lot from him about Priestess and Mask and Aquas, because he was just so good at the range splits and sharing the aggro.
Yeah, this is the key of using the Asteria, right? You have to know how to split, and you have to absolutely know how long your priestess can tank until it needs to get the spell, or if you have to shift the split a little bit.
Yeah, we just saw it there on wave 4 as well, when it survived with 10 HP, got another spell off, killed half the wave,
Yes.
and he would have leaked pretty hard otherwise. So it's just that perfect positioning that he does.
And the game is just getting really spicy and interesting right now. So it is not only Ithian and Harvey and Tough, Xarku, who are doing the long saves, but also Withers and Ardamis did not send past wave 3. The game is really, really fast, therefore. And probably they're both going for this level 7 just as a reaction that they're bad here. Withers and Ardamis, they want to just counter it by saving the same time. That at least Ithian and Harvey and Tough, they can't push as much, and they're breaking there as well.
This is a really clever play, a really, really clever play. And we were saying at the start that we expected to see this from Ithian and Javi, but they're going to get a taste of their own medicine here. And I think they're dead.
Well, who do you mean? Ithian or...
Ithian and Javi, yeah. They're going to get 160 each here. I think they just die.
The thing actually is
it might not be game over, but they're both going to leak hard.
I was a little bit worried about wave 6 because both teams look kind of weak to an undercut on 6. Havil and Tough, the only one being decent on wave 6, I would say. The others all had their weaknesses. And it might have also be fun to see the double brood on wave 6. But now there's the big send coming. And it's looking brutal for Ithian and Havil and Tough.
I don't think they get a third though, do they? They haven't got quite enough.
No,
they
won't. It will only be 160 for each of them.
Yeah, so a lizard or a dragon turtle to come out with both.
But within Havil and Tough, they're both having the small ascents, only 100 and 120 for them, and this won't be breaking them too hard. We see the hardened Mudmen here. They all know that the Sens are coming now. And we also see the passive reaction with the King Ups, because they know they're kind of in the worst spot right there. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look over at Haviland's lane. He's absolutely crumbling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You won't do much on wave 7 with 3 fire archers. And as we said, look at Ithian as well. He has no chance defending wave 7 with even a Green Devil. He has the Infiltrator. There's so much magic damage going on, and 18 creeps, 3 of them brutes. That is not looking any good for them.
This is huge. Their king's going down to 30 or 40% here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Widderson does leak, but he doesn't care because Adams is going to hold all of this.
This hardened
they're going to get so rich from this leak.
Yeah, and they're up in worker. They're so far ahead in King HP now. They should be just snowball from now on. 200 gold ahead, maybe getting those 300 running. Yeah, around 200, 250, 300 gold. Anything in between, I think. And this is just a game you can play down and you will snowball.
Yeah, I mean, look at those worker counts. 10 and 10 for Widderson and Adams. Only 7 and 9 for Ithian and Heavy. They're so far behind, and with their king at that HP percentage, they can't afford to take any more risks.
It's crazy, to be honest. It's really crazy. I'm a little bit worried. I think you could have actually crushed Ithian again on wave 8. So it was close to 100 cent. So just with a dino, Ithian would have probably bleeded hard again.
Yeah, agreed. He has no damage on this wave. I mean, he's got a couple of consorts, but that's it.
Yeah, and his tank value is not really existent as well. Like, he has a Green Devil and he's a Gargoyle. That's about it.
Yeah, everything else is natural.
Yeah. So, where do you think are the Sens coming? Is it a 9 or is it a 10? I think of a 10 too. Oh, it's not a 10.
They're going 9, okay.
Oh, interesting.
I probably would have gone 10 myself as well, but
same.
I can see... they know they're just so poor, right?
The thing is, Adamis is actually safe holding here with the gate. He could have sold the Proton from the split in case he did not get the gate with the send, but he actually
Yep.
would have. So he was fine anyway. Gates with Steed are so strong. As soon as you're getting those 3 creeps out, you're kind of equal to the gold cost of the gate. And as soon as you get more, which is kind of likely with the Steeds, you're really efficient with the gates.
Yeah, agreed. I actually wouldn't mind seeing him sell that second proton anyway, just so that the mana gets more efficiently used.
Yes, true. I did not think of. And you will have a better split because, as we saw it now, one atom got sniped just because the split was so far down.
Yeah, yeah. So he can sell that second one. If he really wants to put more in the
Yes.
split, he can just put Steeds
Well,
there as
sooner
well.
or later he
Because all
will
they
do
need
it
to do is
anyway.
cast and then die.
Yeah, but look at this. Xarkur is bleeding here, and Ithin did decide
Ithian's
against the
leaking, so I think
Violet,
Tom
and he's
says it
leaking
looks
as well.
like this could just be game.
Yeah, that should be game. I mean, Ithin,
Wow.
super greedy, deciding, well, not greedy, but he did absolutely not win the mind game, going for the anti-10 with another Wanderer instead of upgrading the Violet. He had 192 gold, so that was possible, and I think with a Violet he would have held here.
He might have held, but I don't know if he would have held Haviland's
yeah.
leak. I think this was probably game either way.
Absolutely. Wow, that was just amazing. An amazing play by Adamus and by Widdowson, I have to say.
That was a perfect game from them. Really, really commanding performance.
Yes.